Notes look good, thanks.
What?
I said the notes look good, thanks.
I did a good job.
And you pushed us live.
I did. Well, you fucking know I do that. That shouldn't be a surprise. I thought the notes would be more of a surprise.
Oh no, I just suddenly heard my echo as I was telling you that.
You did the notes good. I did. Listen, on a scale to 1 to 10, I got a 10 on the notes this week. Listen, usually my show notes are pretty shit. Like they're pretty just much like here's the topics, and Shin goes in and fucking kind of constructs them.
If there's actually stuff written in the show notes, I'm impressed usually. Usually it's just main talking points and then a bullet point.
Yeah, but now this is like actually like main talking points and then the bullet points of the talking points that we should be touching on, like the actual like the shit that we should be talking about. I don't know why. Like episode 90 decided to like let's put some work into this. Turn this thing around. I can't let Dylan down.
But we do it every other week.
She's too precious and pure to lose.
All right, we're good. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're good.
Yeah. Susan Sprinkle subscribed for 2 months. We really need to work.
Thanks.
We need to work on the longevity emotes. I'm thinking one should be
I'm sitting at 13 and nothing.
I know. We should I think a 1 year should be a storm wolf, like whatever, like an actual storm wolf, like a lightning wolf, like a wolf with like lightning eyes. I don't know. Something. It's coming to me.
We should find someone to do our emotes.
Yeah.
Hey, a wild pod appeared.
I mean, our fans are called storm wolves, so it would make sense.
Are they?
They are. Maelstrom Radio, storm wolves.
Does that make us lords of the world? And now I can think of is that dog.
Mm-hmm.
Wild Vivi appeared. Go Susan! The other Vivi. Vivi. Vivi?
Vivi. That's Vivian, so Vivi, and then there's Vivi.
No, we're not the Lords of Gilgamesh. The Crucible is taking that over with the Emperors of Gilgamesh title.
No, you're the Lords of no. Well, remember,
No.
There was a there were pitchforks and torches ready to storm this castle.
Are you ready to do something that we've never done before?
You mean start on time?
No, we're already 8 minutes past that.
Start.
I was going to say do something short and sweet.
I can't listen. What I was going to say is probably not great. I already married a Lala.
She's short, yes.
Uh-huh. She's not sweet? I think she's great.
Definitely sweet, but there's definitely caveats to that.
I mean,
I saw what you guys were doing in Aaron's room last night.
What we do in other people's room is our business.
Not when you invite the whole FC out. Oh, I saw everything. And I got the pictures to prove it.
I remember nothing. All right,
anyway,
let's.
We should start because I need a tweet.
One of these.
And there's something I really, really want to talk about tonight. So
Oh shit. Yeah, alright. Let's start it up then. Alright, let me just mute you. Take a sip of this ice. I got you can't talk to me right now because I'm having muted, but I got this called Triple Draft, like it's like 3 shots of espresso, but it's also like nitro canned, and like when I pop the can it foams. It's so great. Wait, what? Berry? Something. Wait. Well, I'm looking at the wrong camera. I should be looking at Skype. Raspberry sour. Does it just say raspberry sour on that can? Like, there's nothing else. It's just like, this is what's in this thing. Crush. Like the soda company? And Orange Crush. Alright. Let's get this show. Alright, well, hold on. I forgot to test the soundboard. Let me just do that real quick. Alright, it works. Don't, fucker, don't flip me off. Anyway, let's start the show. Today is July 20th, 2018. This is episode 90 of Maelstrom Radio.
Maelstrom Radio. With your hosts, Flatus and Shinder.
And welcome everybody to Maelstrom Radio. My name is Flatus. With me, as always, this host. Ready for this one? This host can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell him, princess. Now, when did you last let your heart decide? It should.
A whole new world.
It's a whole new world. It's a whole new Monster Hunter world, and we'll get into that later.
It is. I'm really excited.
I am excited too. Vivi, Maelstrom, did you hear about my beta code for Magic the Gathering Arena? I also got mine, Vivi. I'm stoked. Well, if we got time later, maybe. But yes, I did hear. Congratulations. I'm excited. I want to play it this weekend. Yeah, shining, shimmering van. Yeah. A dazzling place I never knew. Are you liking these Disney?
Maybe I should tell us no.
pull away from the Disney intros. I could never run out of them, technically.
I mean, they keep acquiring people, so you can keep just adding more and more things.
I know. Next week, who knows? It could just be fucking Star Wars. It'd be like a long galaxy far, far away. This goes. All right. Well,
do or do not.
There is no. Yeah. There is no shit. Dude, doesn't even exist. Not even the thing. Speaking of things, so let's same nickname as you. Let's jump right into the news. Right now, there's the 96-hour free login campaign going on from July 16th, which is about 4 days ago, to August 2nd. So if you have a friend that has not played in a while and you want them to come out, check out the new stuff like Heavens on High, for example. Now is the time to recall your friend. Just go into the game, right click them, shoot them an email. It's pretty straightforward. They'll get the email, they'll come back in, you get some chocobo feathers and whatnot. It's pretty good. And they get 96 hours. But that time starts as soon as they log into the game. So
that does not include patching time as well. As soon as you log in, before you start patching, your time starts.
Yep. So make sure, I would suggest like you get them on a weekend where they can put some time into the new content and not let it lapse.
Also good to note that ends 5 days before patch 4.36 comes out. So if they're trying to wait for 4.36 to drop, no luck.
Oh no. There also right now for a limited time there is a Final Fantasy 14 music poll, and that ends Friday, August 10th. They want to know what your favorite tracks are. Log in and select your short list and submit. I will say that if Oblivion's not on your list, maybe you got problems. But I'd be interested. I mean,
if Oblivion's not on your list but Never Let It Go is, I'll allow it.
All right. Now, what
Never
about
Let It Go is the ballad version.
Yeah, what about Dreams of Ice? Like just the piano part. I love the piano piece. Not a fan of the piano piece. I love the piano piece.
It's not in my top 10.
I wouldn't put my top 10. There's better tracks, but I do like the piano piece.
Yes, it's good, but this is only trying to find your top 10 so they can make a best of album.
It'd be.
I mean, we got stuff like Rise and.
I mean, to be fair, like I think honestly, if I know what those CDs are going to be, it's going to be Oblivion, Rise, Locust. What else? Probably Brute Justice. I think Brute Justice is going to be on there. It's probably the whole.
How much the Crucible can do.
Oh, I mean, all 3 votes just.
I mean, there's some pretty good stuff in like the Around Reborn stuff too. And then on top of that, we have like Dragon Song Answers. Would not be surprised for those to come back.
Yeah. Answers would be great. Dragon Song would also be great. I don't know about the Stormblooded one. That one's a little weak.
It one's growing on me. I need to listen to it a little bit more.
Is it? Oh, maybe we should do the same. Oh, by the way, did I tell you I didn't show you what shirt I'm wearing, but I'm wearing my Extra Life shirt.
I am not, because I have not picked mine up yet.
Got it. My 10-year. Got it. Because we raised so much money. Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you, Dylan. For
Thank you,
Dylan,
and Blitzball. Thank you.
Thank you, Balmung.
Thank you. Yeah, pretty much. Thank you, all of Balmung. Final Fantasy 14 4.3 site has been updated with info for the Forbidden Land of Eureka Pagos, which is coming of patch 4.36. So go there, check it out, see what's coming. That should probably be the last update we get for that site, and we're kind of staring down the barrel of 4.4.
Well, September we're looking at.
Yeah, it's not that far because we're getting the Monster Hunter World stuff in the first week of August. So
second week, I think.
Second, well, the way the dates fall, yeah. So, speaking of stuff that's coming in August, Final Fantasy 14 across Monster Hunter World will hit our servers August 7th. That will be the release date for the Rathalos trial, I guess it's what it's going to be. It's going to be a different fight altogether. It's not going to be our normal Final Fantasy 14 style combat. Don't get me wrong, our classes are still there. There's still tanks and healers and stuff, but Rathalos doesn't play by our rules. He plays by the Monster Hunter World rules, which means everybody's going to get a little piece of that tank in action. There's no enmity. If you piss him off enough, he's going to start hitting you. Also, in
other words, I'm going to piss him off a lot.
Yeah. There's also 2 different modes. So there's normal and hard mode isn't a normal, just it's more difficult with 8 people. Hard mode is 4 people challenge. And so I wonder if
it's
you can
harder, but you get less people.
Yeah, you get less people. There isn't a weapon with this. There is armor, and the armor, actually, I like the armor. Like, I do it really. So
I don't have a lot of background in this yet, but we can talk about this later.
Yeah.
It is on our points later.
It is on our points. Final Fantasy 14 FanFest site 2018 is launched. Like the official Vegas site is up. So if you're going to FanFest, you go to the website and just keep track of what's going on, timings. You'll probably get the schedule for the days up there as well. So go ahead and check it out. Shin will be at FanFest. I will be in Vegas. I mean, coordinate, I guess. We'll figure something out. I mean, we would love to do a live from a bar show, but we'd have to find a bar that would let us like do a live show. Essentially. Not this, I mean, I would love to do like grab a couple beers, have Shin and I on this side of the sound monitor, have everybody else behind the camera, and do a live show. It'd pretty much be, just
that
be
would
like,
end terribly.
it would just be everybody hazing us live, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Just be
Kind of like what we did on PDR.
Well, did we haze them live though? I don't feel like we hazed them.
A little.
Did we haze them? I was drunk, so I can't say shit.
We kept pulling people in and bringing them over. Like anytime someone from the staff would walk by, we'd like pull them over and bring them in.
Or yell at them.
Yep.
Except
we were nice. There was a few people that were walking away looking like they were completely done with everything, and we let them go.
Soken, Yoshi P, Foxconn, everybody. Shedden, Akmorn was nice. Those I can't think of her name right now. Why can't I think of her name?
CM?
Yeah.
Aya, dancing.
Aya, thank you. Yes, Aya.
Hopefully I'm not mispronouncing that.
Aya? Ai? Oh, that's the monkey from Super Monkey Ball.
Yes, flat.
Flat. So speaking of those two, oh god, what just happened? I hit a button all my screen shares. The duty commence that they just did is archived up on Twitch, so if you want to see them do some PvPs or actually I think they did Heaven on High on the Aether data center, but I don't think it was on Gilgamesh. I can't remember which one. Just go check it out. They hopped in, did some randoms with the Aether group, and that is up. It's kind of their own little streamy type things, and also they do the community roundup, and they show off art, music, and all sorts of stuff from the community. So go check that out. We also have some community news. Our live stream results. We did the live stream last week. Live stream results are in. Team Crucible won, but congrats, I guess.
We died once.
It hurt.
We made up like 2/3 of our difference, but
I will say though, we hustled back up though. We hustled.
As I say, we closed a 30-floor gap down to like 10 floors.
Yeah. So I'm not saying we were the better team. Like I think we were much more skilled. If we didn't die, we would have surpassed them.
I think even they acknowledge that. Like if we did not wipe, they would have got destroyed.
Yeah. So live stream results, they won, but the real winners are the Cybersmile Foundation. We raised over $600 to help their organization. Of course, Cybersmile is an anti-cyberbullying nonprofit, and you can still donate if you have the ducats in your pocket. You can still put a donation in over at livestream.maelstromradio.com. Just because we aren't
for money though.
They do. Or hey pennies, I guess. But yeah, no, you can log in. You can credit card, PayPal, whatever form. The pay goes directly to Cybersmile. We make no money off that whatsoever. That all the proceeds go to Cybersmile directly. And
we didn't even set it up.
No, we didn't. It was the best part. And I will say this live stream it more than likely will return next year. We had fun with it. It's something I think that we would like to continue and try to grow next year. So live stream with the Crucible will happen again next year. We have no plans at this moment of what it will be and where it will go and how big it will get. But pay attention to 2019 and where live stream happens, because if anything, we love this community and we love doing good things. So which leaves us with some good stuff, which is our main talking points. The key points from the live letter. I took out the fluff and left us with kind of like a water filter. I took out the impurities.
I was gonna say, I really hope that there's no fluff in your water. You
The
really
f-
should move out of Florida.
Fluff sounds like a drug in Florida. You taking fluff?
It's true.
Like cotton candy, except you put on. It's probably just acid in a cotton candy situation.
Susan
Anyway.
came up with a comment here. Maybe it can be a three-way with team corsets and controllers next year. You might need to get more people from corsets and controllers playing this game,
Mm-hmm.
or we can steal their members too.
That's true. We could do that.
Team
So.
Maelstrom and Team Backup Maelstrom.
Backup Maelstrom. Team
I
Benchwarmers.
called dibs on backup.
Team Benchwarmers. All right. Well, speaking of backup, should have not needed backup help to catch us up in Eureka, because patch 4.36 Eureka Pagos will arrive on August 7th. With it, the new weapon. They showed off the Black Mage weapon. I'm not gonna lie, looks a little bit like a Warcraft like warlock staff. Looks a little bit like a warlock. It's got like, it's the staff, and then it's got like thorns, like these like vines with thorns on it, holding up like a dragon eye. If that thing was glowy and like animated, that would look like exactly like a war. Now it's gonna have animation on it once you complete the weapon. So depending on what that animation is, I'm gonna wait and see, because I'm gonna be like, that's a Warcraft weapon.
So it's basically Estinians coming back.
I have no idea. Maybe.
Dragon Eye on a staff. You might have issues if you do with that.
I mean, what he does with his staff and Dragon Eyes. Are you here? I don't feel like you're here right now.
Who?
You.
I'm here.
Are you looking at chat?
I am also looking at chat.
Don't pay attention to chat.
Oh, don't worry. I was getting private messages too.
Jesus, who's sending him private messages?
Kane was sending me videos, but I'm not watching it until afterwards.
Stop. He's got a thing to do.
This probably should have gone in our news, but the Final Fantasy XIV Cash Cow, aka the companion app, is expected to launch in late July, early August. Pay extra money. I think it's what, $5 a month to get a companion, able to deal with your inventory, more chocobo saddlebag slots.
So for an extra, all right, so right now it's in its final like testing phase, and then like the last bug phase before it gets accepted to Apple and Android. For I think, was it $5, you get an extra 100 slots in your chocobo saddlebag. Now listen, Lord help me, I'm just like, you know what, for $5 I'd take the extra 100 slots. Just,
you know, it's only $3 for an extra 175 on a retainer, right?
I have a lot of retainers.
Well, yeah, but if you can still get more.
I know, but doesn't this add other shit too? Like, at least get...
I don't know.
I don't know either. All right, so what this app allows you to do, it'll add an in-game calendar, which let me just make this clear, because
Not using it.
I just want to make this very, very clear. I do not promote this app. I do not like the idea that the only place I can get an in-game calendar, because the calendar is not in-game at all. So if I wanted to schedule things with my my FC is real. If I wanted to schedule things with my FC, I'd have to do it through this companion app, and it doesn't it doesn't link to any calendar in-game. It's just all through the app. So that's pointless. There's such a pointless thing. Like, Shin, would you use it if the calendar was crossed between the in-game and the app? Like, if I could set stuff up? All right.
Not if I had to pay $5 for it.
No, it's still free. Like, don't get us wrong. There's a free version of the app and the paid version. Like, you could still use the app.
Right.
So
it depends on what they're giving it. Like, I would much rather see certain functionality like that built into the game, because trying to get anyone to do stuff outside of game, whether it's join Discord, join Guilded, watch Twitch, go to Twitter, go to a website, anything like that is near impossible to do. Particularly with a more casual FC as well, because they are there to be casual. Like, they don't need to go and monitor all these different websites, forums, chats, whatever. They just want to play.
I will say this, not even that. Like, we have people interested in doing like like rating content with us. Like,
Oh yeah, but those people you can actually tell, go sign up here, do this,
but
do that, and they'll do it. Like that. That's not that much of a problem.
bruh, like it's not even that. There's some people who are like, oh, I gotta use Discord, like never used Discord before, and they're like, this is what I got. Why? I can read, I can look up the fights and read them, but I'm like, that's not the case. Like if you're gonna do savage content, if you're gonna do harder content, like it's much easier. And I mean, like not to get off super off topic, but like between Shin and I, like we both agree that it is much easier. Rather, you have to be on your fucking game, like prove it to us, where we are like, all right, we could trust this person because they know their shit. Or I mean, like if I got to do a call out for another tank swap, like it's much easier for me to push my button and go like, all right, swap in 1, 2, all right, and swap. Instead of me like hoping they watch out for the.
We could do an entire raid where I only use danger bongos every time I want to call out someone, and everyone would have danger bongos muted at the end of that.
Danger bongos is my tell. We have to switch it back after that.
You really should use danger bongos for a tell.
I love it.
You associate it with tells at that point, so you don't pay attention to it.
No, you kidding me? I love my tells. I want. Nothing weird goes down in my tells.
I don't believe you.
No one's sliding into my tells, alright?
No, because they're sliding into you in game. I was there last night. I saw what was happening.
You're not. Don't look. You can't go and look.
You invited the FC.
I didn't invite the FC. I didn't say shit to the FC.
I'm pretty sure I remember reading in chat, hey, you should all come to Siren's room.
That wasn't me.
That was wife.
She likes to party. She's a very social person. So she like.
And on that note, the Feast Regional Championship.
Speaking of social.
Speaking of PvP.
Yeah. The Feast Regional Championships are starting. I listen, if you want tickets to FanFest. Actually, did you see what they give you? Ticket, hotel room, and food. Like they're paid for everything. Like you ain't dropping a dime.
Or unless you want to gamble.
Oh, yeah. So, who wants to start a feast team with Flatus? And listen, I can. You know I'm good at PvP.
If you want to win, I'm out.
I think you're good. I think that if we could set up a team, like, because you can set up teams now. It's not random.
Fold.
But it's not random. Like, our problem has always been random people, because we always get, like, those 2 wild cards that are, like, just there for the fucking, like, I'm just here to get my tomes and get out. Like, if you get a group, like you, me, and, like, 2 other folks that actually, like, want a PvP.
I lose to a certain scholar that you handily defeated, but point remains. Summoner, I guess, technically.
Summoner. Oh no, I humbled the shit out of her. Let's put that
I know,
out.
that's why I said I lose to her.
Yeah, but that's why you got me.
Pod says that she'll be bait for you.
I have a response, but after the show. Patch 4.4, let's go fishing. Let's drive into, like, really what this the live letter was about. It wasn't really about, like, the end of 4.36. They just touched on it to give us the updates. But patch 4.4 is coming, and it's expected mid-September, so it's not that far away. And of course, the name of the patch is going to be Prelude and Violet. My thoughts on it, that Violet is the mixture of both blue and red, so it's kind of like we are very much leaving Heavensward. Like to me, it's the combination of the two continents coming and blending in one in the middle. So we have authored the Stormblood on this side, and we have the Ishgard campaign on this side, the blue and the red coming together, making this violet color in the middle. It's also the Garlean color is purple, if I remember correctly. So, no, not on this. Am I the only one on this?
You might be looking a little bit too much into this.
I am not, sir. I guarantee there's gonna be some sort of like some sort of wandering minstrel. Like I found a poem by somebody.
No, the Wandering Minstrel is specifically for extreme versions.
No, well, whoever was it, Yoshi P? Yoshi P is like, I found a poem. I guarantee there's gonna be something with Violet coming. Like, there's gonna be some sort of like, but it makes sense. Like, Ishgard was blue. It, like, remember it was the azure, and then there was the crimson, and then the violet would be the clash of the two, because really it's clashing in the middle of these two places where it's all cloudy on the map. I'm not
More of
wrong.
a merge, but
I'm not wrong.
I'm calling you overthinking on this one.
I'm not wrong.
We'll see in another 6 months.
I took art. I know my color.
Then you would know that blue and red don't clash.
They don't clash.
They complement.
They do.
But the Alamegans and the Ishgardians definitely do not complement.
Mm-mm.
And I mean, have you seen Asalia's haircut? There's nothing complimentary about that.
Listen, that fucker ain't going again.
I'm just glad that I can repeatedly bash his face in for the rest of the time.
Fucking homeboy ain't going to supercuts anymore.
They just lost all their business.
Yep.
We have new main story quests. We have new side story quests. We have Hildebrand, Four Lords, Doman Reconstruction. I want to
Yep.
build more of Doma.
They're adding fishing holes in the Dome and Reconstruct, like, so we just go fishing right there.
All right.
I mean, that's cool. I dig it. Like little fishing spots. No?
Do you get like secret fish?
I don't know what's in there. I don't know what's going on in those the fish holes. Put your rod in. This is why we
Not
can't
sure
have
if I
nice
want
things.
to stick my rod in an unknown hole.
Are we naming this episode Unknown Hole?
No.
We are now.
We're not.
Why? Milk Chaser was such a great title last week.
We still have a good amount of content to cover. I'm
All
hoping
right.
that we find something much better.
Better than Unknown Hole.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's see if it goes
Milk
downhill.
Chaser
From...
summed up the entirety of the last episode. Unknown Hole does not sum up anything for this episode.
Depending how this ends, this may be an unknown hole.
Fair.
All right. There's gonna be 2 new dungeons, of course, because this is an even number patch. So we're getting 2 dungeons this time around. We're getting the Burn, which of course is I've had some discussion with Anonymous about kind of what this area and how a dungeon would work here. It's void of life, right? It's void of anything there.
It's a wasteland.
What would survive there? There's no life force.
It's got half my life there right now.
There's nothing. There's nothing there. Like, so my thought was
there's definitely stuff there.
There's stuff there, but there's nothing living there. Like, I'm trying to do
There's
like
definitely living things. We saw them at the end of the last.
No.
patch.
There's nothing living. Like, there's nothing.
They're living there.
No, we ain't fighting them. My thought is that I wonder if we're going to do one of these things. Like, all right, so WoW is very much known for the Caverns of Time and having us go through like old like Warcraft 3 and Warcraft 2 campaigns in both raid and dungeon form. Like, you'd go back in time to go do these places. Wouldn't it be interesting to like have the Echo take us into the past and run a dungeon through the Echo, just to see like what happened to the Burn, like to experience what happened there? Because remember, what's supposed to, like, lore wise, what happened in the Burn is that all the primals kind of scorched earth. So that's why that exists.
Wouldn't that kind of defeat the purpose of the Echo? Like, our Echo just shows us the visions of the past. We aren't actually in those visions at all, so
We're
putting us
not,
back
but
into that point would kind of defeat the purpose.
But it's not putting us in the past. It's not putting us. We're just visioning the people there running through this. Like, it's not really our characters going.
But it has to be, because it is our characters.
It does. They just witness it. So they're witnessing like a Dark Knight.
Unless they're going to do another thing like the Alfie cutscene at the
a
end.
little bit. That's what I'm saying. A little bit like that.
That would be really weird.
It wouldn't though, because it's the same thing in WoW where we play like it's our characters, but they're like disguised. So like, why not? Like, just why not echo it out? I think it would be interesting. I think it'd be an interesting story way to like explain like what happened in the Burn and give us a visual of like that shit going down and like actually like it wouldn't it be cool to end the dungeon that way, like Just like wipe us out and be like, well, Eleanor, and then come back from the echo and be like, that was some shit. I would love that. What? Because what else is there? It's just a dusty. Listen, I don't like deserts or the beach. There's sand. It gets in places. I don't need to run through that shit with my Dark Knight. I got like a fucking armor. That chafe. I got a lot of chafing. Right? I don't know about you and your white.
You're
mage.
already scales.
Don't. That's racist. Leave my dragon boy alone. He can't control it. He's born that way.
There's Fantasia for that.
Extra life. Anyway. There's also going to be new trials. We're going to get Suzaku. Suzaku, of course, is one of the new four lords. Suzaku from Final Fantasy XI was a bird.
Chicken.
Bird. But Bayako from 11 was a tiger, and then our Bayako was a tiger with a dude Sona. Are we gonna get a bird with like a parrot or a chicken with like buff arms or some shit? Like, we can get it. What do you think? It's gonna be like, it's got to change it to something. Or do you think we're just gonna fight a giant? What if it's like a giant bird, like a fucking giant bird? Like we fight on the bird.
I don't, we'd have to be fighting the bird, so I don't think we want to fight on the bird.
What if we have to
That
fight
seems
on
like
the
a
bird?
terrible idea.
No, what if we have to fight on the bird? Like during a phase, we have to fight on the bird. Like it picks us up and throws us on its back, and we have to fight on the bird.
I don't think the bird will be that big.
What if it is that big? We don't know how big it is.
We fought Genbu, we fought Byako, we fought anyone else? No, we haven't fought anyone else.
No.
We fought two of them, and they're like two of the most powerful of the Auspice.
Yeah, all right. So
presumably a bird is not going to be larger than a tiger and a dog or a turtle.
I don't know. There's some big birds out there. I know one
Yes,
that's
but
on.
they're not in Final Fantasy.
No, that's on Sesame Street.
Yes.
He hangs out with an. I wonder if the last guy is Snuffleupagus. Just a big old elf. All right, so this is like the third fight. Do you think we're skipping over the last four lord, like maybe like the guy, because you know we're fighting the big guy that's being blocked. Like, there's no way that's not going to happen. Unless, I mean, do you think we're gonna just skip straight to him, or like maybe there'll be like some sort of cutscene with the other guy? He's like, I raged out, or fucking like ran out of time. Something has to happen. Like.
Well, we know that Suzaku is the next. Ooh.
Man with chicken legs.
I'm wondering if that's the burn.
That the bird?
It's devoid of life. There's nothing there.
Uh-huh.
So when we have to, like, we do Suzaku, we quell his rage,
Uh-huh.
and we've pacified the major auspices there, and then we have to go after that to quell the final one to take on the big bad dude, and that could take place in the burn because it's devoid of life. There's nothing around where we could fight to our heart's content and absolutely destroy this one with the help of our friends, the auspices.
And maybe fail, because that would have released the fourth one, because that's the whole point, is like that other one, like we have to quell their anger so that it doesn't summon the other guy. There has to be some sort of
the last one. There's still one that's out of control. We've just been helping the other three. We've been helping the four.
Yeah, no. The point was that we're supposed to help them stay in control so that it doesn't like bust out fucking grumpy pants under the rock.
Right, but there was still. I think he was still going to bust out. They just wanted to be at a better strength when he does. So I wouldn't be surprised if we defeat Suzaku, they all come under control, and then you go out and we take out, like, they all like kind of go to the burn.
Quick,
they control release him, and then we can like fight.
Controlled release is something that takes some time and learning, but once you get it though. Can someone summon Anonymous? That's an anonymous question.
And it's a whole new world.
It's a someone summon the moose. I have several questions. Of course, we're gonna get new raids. We're gonna have the Omega Alpha Scape, so we're going backwards with this one. I wonder if Alpha Scape. Well, I mean, we can't. I guess we couldn't go
Alpha.
Omega. I mean, you ain't fucking wrong. Like, I know, like some people are like, "Oh, okay, why is it not Omega Scape? Like Omega Scape." That sounds weird though. But I think a lot of people didn't think about like the bird.
Well, what are the other ones we had?
Uh,
The first one was Sigma. No, sorry. First one was Delta,
Delta, Sigma.
and then we went to Sigma,
No,
and now we're going to Alpha.
no,
None of those are in order.
none of them are in order.
No, they're not even adjacent. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon.
Epsilon. Epsilon is a fun one.
Epsilon's great. So is Theta.
We don't get left Theta though. Epsilon.
Mm,
Gigascape. Hint, hint. Wait, but the Chocobo is named Alpha. Hint, hint.
yeah, we're gonna have to fight Alpha.
That makes sense, I guess.
Alpha is the big bad of all of this.
Aw.
Also Sephiroth. I really hope they don't bring in Sephiroth. I'm half expecting them to, but I really hope they don't. But also because it's going to get really confusing between Sephiroth and Sephiroth.
I wouldn't for me.
I mean, like when people try to talk about it.
I mean, Sephiroth is such a iconic bad guy. Like the one. I mean, to be fair, he could transform into safer Sephiroth and become the one-winged angel and do that fight. I think it would be a dope fight. It's a little on the nose to do it, but I'm just saying we're getting a motorcycle for FanFest. 7 motorcycle. Listen, I would love 7 minions like the Final Fantasy 7, like Cloud, Tifa, Barret.
Do we already have a Cloud one?
Fuck Aerith. I don't. Nobody likes Aerith. Do we? What? A Cloud minion? Is there a Cloud minion? How do I acquire Cloud?
I thought we did.
I don't think there is a Cloud minion. I don't think there is.
I don't know.
There's a Cloud card. That's like a shit ton of
true.
gil. There's also gonna be new battle system updates, job adjustments, role actions, slots increased to 10.
Because just what we needed, more buttons. Everyone gets 5 more buttons.
I don't fucking know why. Like, what's the point? I don't
I don't have enough room for my hotbars on my Bard.
I mean, I have the space, but like, what the fuck's the point? Like, why do I mean? Who's like the only thing
I guess I can get Cleric Stance again.
Well, yeah, you can get Cleric Stance again, but my only thing is this: if the whole point was so that people just didn't have to stop and swap out actions for certain fights, so they just had them, then your whole point of the role action limit was pointless to begin with. Like, if you just gave in to people. So, but you got Cleric Stance back. Congratulations. I don't know what you're going to use it for.
Julie says it's for healers, but really, I'm pretty sure I'm missing 1, maybe 2 abilities. I don't need 5 more abilities.
Yeah, 5 is a lot.
I honestly still think that they should slim down the number of abilities per class again.
Next expansion, yeah, they should go back in there. But I also feel the same thing for like crafting. I think crafting also needs a little bit of overhaul for the next expansion as well. So, PvP updates, quick chat update, time attack added to PvP HUD layouts. Time attack, quick chat, time attack added. Oh my god, that's such a weird sentence. Quick chat update, they added time attack. So essentially when you do the quick chat, you can hit timed attack and it'll give you a countdown so you can all focus on one person, do a timed attack together and burn a person. So you all know you need to burn down the healer. You can do timed attack once it hits.
Do that.
Also PvP HUD layouts adjustable in the Wolves Den, so you don't have to go into a PvP match to make the adjustments, which is actually a really nice feature. Eureka, the 3rd installment, the new region Logos system added. The new region is not called Logos, but they said now they did say the Logos system. Logos? Is it Logos?
You have it written as Logos.
That's how it is written.
There's no A in there, so
yeah. Well, as I learned in all Final Fantasy, how it is written is not necessarily how it's pronounced. Case in point, Haurchefant. Or Herschel, as somebody I know likes to call. Anyway, the third installment, the logo system will add all new game features, completely like all new features that are not in the first set of Eureka, not in the upcoming. This will have all new game type elements. The logo system will be a whole new system for it. If this is how they're going to continue to do, like the weapons are these like massive zones and adding these new systems and stuff, that is way better than let's just fucking collect books and let's just run massive amounts of content over and over again just to get our weapons. At least it's a region, at least it's something. And if they keep adding content that's viable, so it's not just a train of fate chains, I'm down. They just have to keep pushing forward. Just keep pushing. Yep. The Lost Canals of Uznair. There's gonna be new dungeons for Uznair. I'm excited because that's how Papa makes his money, is these maps. So, let me get in there. We should do more maps because it's fun.
Money.
And I want a gold fishman. And the only way to get it is to go deeper into the Uznair. None of us have gotten a gold whisker yet. It's the same minion, it's just fucking gold. Like just gold and shiny and squeaks. Got squeaky feet and it's gold. Chili in chat says, they said a temporary fix will they change the system. It's mainly for raiding because so many healers don't have protect. Can they? Well, I mean, you know, they protect, but do they also snack? But do healers? Yes. But Chili, the real question is, but do healers attack?
Of course, they don't protect; they attack. That's why they don't have protect.
Not according to Yoshi P. This healer is supposed to heal.
Nope. Doesn't matter what the devs say. Healers don't heal. Healers do the pew pew.
Something about the healers do the pew pew. Coming from Maelstrom Radio, healers do the pew pew shirt. Coming soon. Also, unknown hole shirt.
No. We have to get the whole snake shirts first.
I would love a whole snake shirt. Can whole snake be one of our emotes?
We need to get an artist first.
By the way, if you know an artist. No, that's serious. That's not a joke. If you know an artist, please send him to us. We need one desperately. No, that's for real. We need. we would. Anyway, fucking some of this is boring. I just want to let's roll through this. Gathering and crafting new recipes, fishing holes, domain enclaves, Zoe custom deliveries adjusted, so that Zoe is not left to be alone forever and ever. So they're adjusting Zoe's custom deliveries so people can go still see Zoe. So I expect that will be good. It's a great way to listen. I forgot about Zoe. And then I went to go do Zoe stuff, and I was like, holy shit, she gives you so much XP, so Zoe's worth it. So, let's keep that moving. Grand Company update, they're going to add the captain rank, and it's obtainable through squadron updates, so get in there, do your squadron mission. You knew it was happening.
Yeah, I just really hate the squadrons. I literally got my rank up, and then I stopped.
Same. So now I'm just going to run in there, get my rank, and then leave. But I want to see I want to see what we get for it in return. You know.
So many activities.
No.
Squadrons. I mean, squadrons have a lot of that. They keep adding dungeons for them. They're also. Well, there's something in here as well. They're also going to make it earlier on in the game to get the squadron unlocked. I think it's around 15. You're going to be able to unlock your squadron so that you can start running dungeons with them early on.
I still find them just kind of annoying.
It's a thing. I mean, they offer some buffs and it's cool. But
it's like garrisons, except not as easy. It's like a worse implementation of garrisons. and that's pretty bad.
Holy shit! Let me tell you something. In Legion, they got garrisons right. Like they actually fixed it. And
The garrisons were much better in Legion, yes.
Yeah.
But before that,
and they're fixing garrisons again in fucking, like, they figured out like what worked really well and just like streamlining it in fucking Battle for Azeroth. Fucking this system sucks. A real talk real quick. I don't think half our FC even knows about the fucking I don't think they even use them. I don't think anybody we know uses them.
half of our FC just unlocked Palace of the Dead in the last week.
Yeah. We got a lot of babs in our FC. One day
Some of them are even new to the game.
Yes. Housing. There's gonna be new housing shit. There's gonna be mannequins that they're gonna be obtainable, and this idea is fucking dope. This is what I like. So Shin, you can get mannequins now. You can actually put full gear sets onto a mannequin, and you could actually use the mannequin to sell that full gear set as an entire like collection of armor on the market board, which is really fucking cool. I like that. You don't have to sell it. Like, so if you have like an armor set you really like and you just want to throw it up on the, like, on your mannequin so you can save it. Something I really loved about, yes, but that's something I really liked about EQ2 and their housing is that you could place your weapons and stuff on the walls, and you can put like really cool pieces of armor that you collected up on the mannequins and stuff. And like, there it is. Like, I got that like awesome legendary weapon. I could throw it up on my wall. So if they allow us to start mounting our weapons and stuff, like, or having a weapons rack where we can start mounting like our weapons that we don't need anymore, I would be okay with this. Like, that's something they should look into adding. The gold saucer. Oh wait, there's also a new role-playing housing status. What the fuck does that mean?
It means you can mark your house as role-playing so that, like, you can actually, like, if you're setting up a role-playing event, you can say, hey, this house is role-playing. Just kind of more of like an invitation sort of thing, like the RP tag.
An invitation to bang in my
I mean, if you want to use it for that, by all means. But for something like a Stage Reborn, that would be kind of cool. Where they can just be like, hey, this is an RP house.
As long as they leave a tip or something, like a little, like, you gotta leave some gil.
They leave just the tip.
No, oh, no. You need to take that back. Keep that. That's yours. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. Just take it. I need Febreze and Lysol.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Gold Saucer, there's gonna be a new gate called Platforming Puzzles, and this will allow 120 players at once to climb and jump puzzle their way up legendary areas across Eorzea. So if you think of any cool sites and places that are like, man, that would be a really cool place for a jumping puzzle, that may be the thing. They're going to add more over time. I think this is really cool. I think it's really cool that they're using the Animus like server stuff that they're doing to add 120 people into one spot. And imagine that race, like 120 people at once trying to race up a fucking thing.
I do. I remember that because I remember when the Kugane puzzles were found out.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people hopping up and down.
Shit, I remember in Guild Wars 2, like some of their like jumping puzzle events, like when they like even like I think theirs was only like 20 people, but even 20 people, that fucks you up. Like you fall off. Like no joke.
Special shout out to Susan in chat, #1 jumper.
Yeah. Oh God. Step on the edge, my friend. No.
House of Pain.
Really? Jump around? Back it up, back it in, let me begin. I came to win by the me that's a sin.
Exactly.
All right.
I have a whole backstory with that song, so
Go ahead.
So one of the first times that I ever raided, back when I first started playing EQ2, well, like 2 years after I started playing EQ2, but when I first was getting into raiding, when I was little, and we were in the middle of this raid, and it was Kingdom of Sky, Fire Quest 2. We were in the middle of some underground place going around. I had like this really, really hot, bright pink and green robe on because that was the color scheme for the raids. Don't ask why. But we were going around, and then suddenly just someone, back with Ventrilo, someone started blaring jump around. And the entire raid would just start jumping all around. Just the middle of the raid, everyone just starts doing that. So we started doing it all the time. It was fun.
As soon as you started the story, your camera went blurry, so you might want to like put your hand up to your lens and.
I didn't even move to trigger the autofocus.
You didn't, but you might want to fucking do it. Night chilly, by the way. Have a good night. I know it's like ungodly hours right now in the UK.
My camera looks fine.
Not on my Skype.
My Skype does.
I don't know why. You're blurry as fuck.
No, my Skype looks fine.
No, wait. You're good now. It just fixed. Like as soon as you got your face close, it was like, all right, here he is. So we'll just keep going through this. Eternal Bonding is going to have some new ceremonies added. Also, there's going to be anniversary ceremonies added. So, do that 1 year anniversary. Maybe throw up a bonding. It's such a weird way. In a year. Yeah, 1 year. It's why not? Because the ceremony bondings haven't really had anything added. Like if you've already done one, there's not a reason to do it again. Anniversaries would be a great way. Like if you wanted to do it again or renew your vows. I liked it. Like I liked our wedding. It was fun. We had everyone come out. I had a blast. We got a nifty ring and a bird, and it was nice. Like I had a nice time, and I got to do something with a friend. It was very sweet. Like at the end, I had a nice time. I'm not gonna get all gushy on camera. So, group pose is getting the important thing of the night. Group pose is getting some new things added to it. You're going to be able to do minion actions, player walking, running motions added, and lock time weather. So if it's nighttime, you can make it daytime. If it's not raining, you can make it raining. You can, and all new screen effects. So I'm down for this because there are times during G-Pose I'm like, God, I wish it wasn't night so I could take this picture and I have to wait like fucking like 20 minutes. So the ability that I could be able to affect, like I want to take a sunset shot, and I can't do that until it's sunset, but I'll be able to do that. There's also gonna be new tombstones. Crystal Tower requirements are gonna be revised. That meaning that they're not gonna have you to go through all the fates. You're just gonna be able to unlock Crystal Tower, which is fine because nobody's really doing those fates anyway. It's a pain in the ass to unlock Crystal Tower. So they're gonna just make it a quest chain unlock instead. The duty recorder can be used in more duties and features revised, which is, I think, kind of great because I think they've just been beta testing it for the last 2 patches just to make sure it's stable. So allowing us to use it in more duties is going to be great. And the unending journey features expanded. It's, in other words, they're going to allow us to actually select, like it would always choose your top dialogue. Like it would always choose the top dialogue piece for you automatically, but now you actually get the choice. So if you wanted to see what the other things did, like I wonder what if I would have done this instead, you could see that, and which is great because Hildebrand has some great comedic shit in it if you pick the wrong one. So I'd be down. I think. Plus, I want to rewatch Hildebrand. I just want to rewatch Hildebrand cutscenes because they're so damn good. And configuration data now saved to the, this is fucking such a god, this is such a quality of life that we needed. Configuration data now saved to the server. Excludes display settings, not automatic. It won't be an audit, like Yoshi P wanted to be automatic, but the dev team was like, you're fucking crazy. But the fact that it's we can save our UI and it's server side, that's fantastic. That means I can go to any computer, load my server, my UI settings, it'd be like that. Do you think this will be at FanFest? Like I can just load my servers? Because I believe,
no, because you don't log into your own character, right?
You're right. We know.
Yeah, it's pre-made characters.
Ooh. All right, so I still gotta take a screenshot of my phone and be like, all right, fucking hold on, fucking give me 5 minutes to fuck with this.
So now we get to our collaboration piece.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, before that, let's hit up EU. The
Sure.
European FanFest tickets are up for pre-sale on July 23rd. Normal sales will begin on July 30th.
It's happening. It's getting real. I mean, like the UK sales. Do you think they'll have a fuck up like American sales?
I don't think they will.
Uh-huh.
Kind of expecting it though.
Yeah. Well, all right, let's I
There'll
don't
be
want
like 10 people that buy tickets. It'll be up for like 3 days.
yeah. I'm worried I don't get paid until the end of the month. Oh shit. I'm sorry, Para. Dude, it was pretty cutthroat for the US ones, and we're still not sure if if what doesn't I know Stop. I'll be at Vegas. Just leave me alone.
I know. That's what I mean. It was that cutthroat.
Listen, you don't know where I will be in Vegas. You don't know what I'll be doing. It's backcountry out in that piece.
I don't want to know where you're going to be or what you'll be doing most of the time in Vegas.
Mm-hmm. I don't know either. I know I'm going to try to collect as many strip club cards as possible and try to make it a trading card game.
You did that at SOE Live a few years ago.
I know. We got to get an expansion pack going.
Is that what you're calling it these days?
Yeah, the Teton Mountain expansion pack. No? Working title. Come back to it.
Working something. All
All
right, we got our collab.
Yeah.
I like our collab. I want to talk about the collab.
Let's talk about the collab. Monster Hunter World collaboration, Final Fantasy XIV. It's finally coming. Monster Hunter World is going to get Behemoth. So what that's going to be entailing a little bit is that it's going to be using some Final Fantasy XIV mechanics. So some stuff that like they've never really had in the Monster Hunter game, like enmity. So if you do big
or meteors. The comets are coming back in that fight. They were in the cutscene.
So if you're a Monster Hunter World player and you're like, I like to do the best, I like to do the big dick DPS, as like the kids like to say, you're gonna be hit with a meteor right to the face, because Behemoth don't play that. If you hurt Behemoth a lot, Behemoth is gonna look at you and be like, I'm gonna stomp the shit out of you.
I just want to be the very best.
Like no one ever was.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I would much rather play a Monster Hunter game where I captured and befriended them all.
That's Monster Rancher.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Or Digimon.
Digimon was much more angry. They didn't catch them. They had like their own friend, and then they went and just killed everything else.
Not in the video game.
Okay, that's fair, but that's not the show.
Yeah,
Come on, we gotta go with the canonical piece.
Oh, the show's canonical? That show got real. Can we talk about that for a second? That show got real.
That was good. I only like remember bits and parts of the third season because that was the best season.
I won't fucking lie. All right, like real quick, Digimon was a better anime than Pokemon. The only good thing about Pokemon was the Mewtwo saga.
That's true.
Because Mewtwo got fucking real in that shit.
Also true.
Yeah. Because fucking it's weird that Ash never ages. Like, really? He's not like 20-something? Really? Get the fuck out of here. In Digimon, they fucking aged the kids. They grew up. Are you shitting me?
They did, but they did it after like 15 years.
Whatever. They still did it. Fucking how long has
Like
Ash been 10? How long has Ash been 10?
Ash is always 10.
He's like Andy Milonakis. Like, he's got that weird Andy Milonakis thing. He's not like he's really 45, but he looks 10.
Like, it just gets even creepier.
Yeah.
When he meets all the 10-year-olds and just like, yeah, we can do this.
We can do this, everyone.
Come on, Pikachu. Pikachu's just sitting out there like, why do I have to get up now?
For fuck's sake, 45.
Walking all around this whole place. Get a damn car.
Fucking Christ. Every year there's 800 more of us. Fucker always wants to catch them all. Catch them all. Wasn't happy with the first 100 and fucking whatever. Now there's 900 of us. What happened? What are we talking about?
So.
This isn't time. It's not time limited.
No, it's permanent. It's going to be launching on August 2nd, and it's going to be there forever, which is
Uh-huh.
great news for those of us on the PC because the PC version launches on August 9th.
Yeah, so we get it forever.
We're going to go hunt monsters, and then we're going to go fight Behemoth in another game.
I just want Poogie.
What is that?
The pig. He wears little sweaters. I just want Poogie.
Okay. I like know
Poogie.
half of them by Japanese names and half them by English names.
I want Poogie.
I'm really disappointed by the English names, by the way.
Poogie. Poogie's best. It's a pig that wears a little sweater, and we get him as a minion.
I've seen him.
We get
I
him
know
as
what you're
a
talking about. I want the little Palico
cat?
thing.
Palico.
Yeah.
I mean, I want a Palico too. They're sassy,
They are
but Poogie.
Palico.
Well, they're sassy. I mean,
Speaking of which, slight off topic. Did you see the latest collaboration with Monster Hunter? I linked it to you, so I know the answer to that.
but isn't that? But that's not on Switch, is
it's
it?
Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, which is the one coming out for Switch.
Shit, that's
It's
coming
not
out on
Monster
Switch.
Hunter Worlds. Yeah, that's coming out for Switch. It's the Monster Hunter Generations game that came out a few years ago. Because you know how they usually release a Monster Hunter game, and then a year later they release like the S version, and then they release the X version.
Yeah, I know they do the Street Fighter version. Shit.
Yeah, like they do the like one they add, and then they do like a combination of the two or something, and then they eventually release it in North America. Maybe that's the like that. This is the final version of the last game.
Yeah, the game of the
On
year
Switch.
S Plus version.
Kind of, yeah.
Buy this, also $60. But it's on
But I mean,
Switch.
it's on Switch. Yeah, it's a Monster Hunter game on Switch, which sounds really cool. Except I really want to play Monster Hunter World with people,
Yeah.
and they come out around the same time, which is just a terrible
no,
idea.
because you'll still be able to play. Well, the Switch will have online. I mean, like they all had like multiplayer.
Yeah,
but it won't be.
just not the same as World.
It won't. Yeah, World is more open.
Yeah, I've talked to people who've kind of played both, and they're like, no, like hands down, Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, it's the better. It's the better. Like I can get the Switch one for like on the go, like I'm fucking Monster Huntering on the.
I have other things that I need to do first.
Yeah. But you wanna do a thing?
Yeah, you got to get the thing ready though.
Uh-oh, I clicked on.
So while you get the thing ready, I can talk about the thing.
There we go.
So we mentioned earlier that we're going to be getting a. Whoa, the cameras are all messed up.
I fixed it.
We're getting a crossover event with Final Fantasy and Monster Hunter World in Final Fantasy as well. So we mentioned before there's going to be 2 new trials. Both of them are 4-person, which is completely new. One is normal, one is extreme, or I guess hard and extreme, because hard is basically normal at this point. You have to be level 70 and you have to have completed Stormblood's main story quest. So if you really want to do that, like some people that haven't completed the storyline, you should really start working on that storyline if you want to get in on this. Again, the event is also permanent. There's no end date to this, so we'll always have these trials. There's rewards. We get stuff like the little pig. We get the Palico, and yeah, I think that's most of what we know about this event so far. It's also coming August 7th, so basically, Monster Hunter World is going to be getting the Final Fantasy crossover on the 2nd. We're going to be getting our crossover on the 7th, and then Monster Hunter World launches for PC on the 9th, I believe. Or is it the 7th as well? I said that like 2 days ago. Or minutes ago. It is on the 9th, I was correct. So it's going to be a very, very Monster Hunter packed week if you are interested in these 2 games at all.
Want to see
But
a trailer?
Are we ready?
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm ready.
Then yeah, go ahead.
I can do it.
I was stalling for time. I have nothing else to say.
I gotta listen. There's just a couple clicks. I just said transition us. The very seldomly used Maelstrom Radio video screen where we can watch trailers together.
It looks like we need to update the screen. I found it very interesting that they used the ships and stuff for this, and of course it's in Limsev, because Limsev's best.
Of course. I love that it's Rathalos flying all over Azoria. Palico. The king of the skies.
The Palico just looks so, like, stunned, too, like, oh, what's this? Oh.
That's the guy who stole my lunch money. I love that. I love that it dazes you, locks you back and dazes you. Also, come on.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit happy for this just because I really want to have it as a mount.
Oh yeah.
It hands down looks like one of the best mounts in game.
Oh, look at that gear though.
I'm less of a fan of the gear overall.
Poogie!
It's okay, but
He's got a little flower on his tail. Ah, look at it. Happy pig. So, join the 10 million Rangers. Alright, yeah. Wow. So that was the trailer. I'm excited. I really am excited for this content. And it's an extra trial. It's an extra little tidbit of trial. So it's like we got 2 trials this patch, sort of.
I like how they're doing the extreme version as only 4 persons, so we don't need a whole lot of people to do it.
Yeah. There's no doggo related to this one. I just want to know if it's like better gear or it's well, I don't know what's added with it. Maybe the mount.
Yeah, we get the mount and the minions.
Yeah, but like, what gives you what? Like, is it just the normal quest we can get the mount and minions, or do you have to do extreme to even get Rathalos the mount? Like, that'd be cool. Like,
good question.
Like, I'd be interested.
I would
in being
like that, but I don't see them doing it.
But, why not? Because the other way to get the doggos is to do extreme, so that would make sense to do Rathalos as on extreme to get the mount of Rathalos.
That's true.
So plus it gives you what's the carrot on the stick, right? In other words, there'd be no reason to go do extreme.
True. Well, except for the fun, because I'm sure it's gonna be. I'm gonna want to do the extreme more than I want to do the normal version. I want the extremeness with like 4 people.
I like pain. I like pain.
A whole house of it.
Safe word's pineapple. Anyway, this content's for level 70. You have to be level 70 for this. Isn't something you can do at level 15. So it is something that is very much that you have to have the Stormblood MSQ done. So, but it is not a time limited event. This will always be here, much like the Garo stuff. That it's always going to be here. So, you know, I'm okay with this. I'm excited for the Monster Hunter thing. I'm excited for 4.4. I have to say that this live letter, it was a good live letter. Like, all in all, it was a really good live letter. I think we got a preview for a patch that's going to be leading us to the next next expansion. It seems very interesting. The picture was really cool. You know, it looked like a dating sim a little bit. So, you know, there's a lot of people fetishizing Alfie on that fucking photo.
Not so much Alfie. I have not seen anything about Alfie.
You've not?
Every single other character on that photo.
I have. Are you talking? I have seen people be like, what's Alfie doing in this dating sim? What's going on here? Listen, it's the internet. I don't know what people do on there. I just like, I go on Twitter and I just like, oh god.
Someone I follow on Twitter made the mistake of searching up Estinian on Twitter and shipping. thinking because there's the Estinian figure. They were looking for like the shipping information on Estinian, but they searched for Estinian and shipping, and they found a hell of a lot of things they did not want to see.
A lot of Alfie.
Pro tip: don't search Estinian shipping on Twitter.
I could see Estinian and what's her name? Because at the end, remember he leaves flowers for her.
Giselle,
yeah. I can see
I'm
that.
pretty sure she's not the only one that he's being shipped with.
Oh no, I'm
This is
pretty
the
sure.
internet.
I'm pretty sure he's being shipped with Alfie. Like, there's no fucking way.
Maybe.
Oh, him and the dragon?
I guess. Oh yeah, I could definitely see that one as well.
What am I
Amaranth,
missing? Am I missing?
Heaven's Word.
All 12 of the Heaven's Word?
Maybe not at the same time, but who knows?
Maybe.
Again, the internet. If anyone actually here on our chat or watches this later knows, please don't tell us. We don't really care.
Sickness must be purged.
It's what happens when you sleep around.
Filthy rats.
And on that note, any closing thoughts?
I'm excited for August.
Me too. I'm actually excited to play my first Monster Hunter game.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to play it with other people. And I'm really hoping that some of my friends pick up Monster Hunter World coming out on August 9th.
Is that me? Is it me? Because you know I'm getting it.
And other people probably. But
Okay. Cody's going to get it.
are we actually going to be able to keep up with Cody? He
Mm,
still gives a shit for not finishing 15.
I know. We get a lot of shit. Listen, we're very busy people. We have a lot of shit going on.
I'm going to try to finish 15.
Yeah, I'll make it my goal. Try to finish 15. I'll squeeze some time in there someplace. I have a lot of shit to play. I said I'd stream fucking Hellblade. I'll find time. I'll fucking cut out something.
Just carve a chunk.
I got married. We'll talk about that real quick.
It's true. We can talk about your marriage real quick.
Yeah. It happened last Sunday. You were my best man at the wedding.
I did not wear anything
No.
bright and obnoxious.
No, I got a little. Hold on. I got our background picture, of course. Is the like a little wedding photo, like the group photo we took. Everybody's got their
You did it when I was doing the
cheer wave. Yeah.
waves.
Yeah. It's me and.
Wait, is this one of my photos?
No, it's mine.
Okay.
One of mine.
Looks very similar.
We, and all our friends and some random people. But you know what's funny? It's not like necessarily random people. It's like people from like my personal housing ward and folks that her and I met like playing the game, like that added us as friends, like legitimate people. And Scoot Patoot's there. Scoot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like how like Scoot incidentally became also part of the wedding party just because of the way that he dressed.
Yeah. Scoot.
Scoot, myself, Siren, and Susan.
Yeah, Kataya's over here. Everybody's there. Whole party there.
She's
Gang,
kind of
gang.
hiding though.
Whole gang. Yeah, right back here. Just everybody. It's fun. You got the bridesmaids. You got Vivi and Siren. Whole thing's gone
And
right.
did you notice the red panda on the shoulder?
Yeah, I got red panda. A lot of stuff going on.
Must happen. You can see the tail behind me. There's one right beside Siren. I don't remember where the red pandas came from, but
I think everybody busted out.
and you can see Carmen San Diego in the background.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, real quick. I don't know if you noticed, but we if you want to know where in the world she was, right back
At
here
the wedding.
at our wedding. So. I need. I wish I had that cut out. Just the where in the world this government's. I don't have that. Anyway, so of course, If you missed our wedding, that's fine. We forgive you. But what I don't forgive you for is not joining us on Dominant Umbra, the FC that we run on Gilgamesh. If you've not joined us, you should. It's growing. We're having a lot of fun. We do crazy stuff like, you know, farm for birds and
What happens in Siren's bedroom stays in Siren's bedroom, thankfully.
she wasn't home. We just
She wasn't even there.
No. Well, listen, if she's watching still, I would suggest maybe taking a blacklight to your.
No, I already recommended that she burn the entire place down and start fresh.
Just throw a match in that. She took one for the team. I think her
I
room
thought that's
took
what
it.
you guys were doing.
Oh, is that that's what it's called?
There was a team, apparently.
Hmm.
I sat in the bathtub off to the side. I needed to get clean after seeing all of that.
I think I know what's in that unknown hole.
Dodos.
Googly eye bastard. So yeah, join our FC. It's a lot of fun. You can check out what's going down there. And you know, come hang out with us. It's fun. It's funny. There's laughs. You get to hang out with your two favorite personalities, and so that's where we're going. Before we do show promotion, this is episode 90. We're 10 episodes away from episode 100. We have the plan for show 100. We know what we're gonna do. We're not gonna tell you because that would ruin the surprise, and it's gonna be a surprise. Shin, Dylan, and myself are like the basis is there. We just got to work on it and put it all down. You know, maybe a voice actor involved.
Acting
Well,
something.
Yeah, something. It's gonna be one of the. I would suggest this. Do not miss our episode 100 live.
It's going to be the most planned episode of Maelstrom Radio.
It
to
is.
date.
It is gonna be something. And as I've
I mean,
kept
we
saying,
have over 10 episodes of prep already.
yeah. It's also and after show 100, it's kind of like I said, we're kind of starting phase 2 of Maelstrom Radio, or phase 5 as Shin likes to put it. I don't know what phase we're on. I think we're as many phases as Marvel is. Marvel phases with their movies. But we'll get there. We'll talk about that and where Maelstrom is planning on going with this. Whatever this is. But it's going to good places, and having Dylan on the team is going to help us achieve those goals because she's very good at what she does. So thank you, Dylan, for helping us produce Maelstrom Radio. I don't know how she feels about unknown holes, but
And we might not see Dylan ever again.
or she'll message me. She's like, I dig unknown holes. You never know what's in the hole. You could have a hole snake in there.
Hole snakes everywhere. Particularly in holes.
Yeah. Just gotta pet it. Just gotta pet a hole snake. So of course you can join us here Fridays at 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. That's 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 Eastern. Our recorded show is still not on iTunes. Still not on iTunes. I've been calling iTunes. I got a corporate number. I'm gonna call tomorrow and see if I can get anybody and attempt to get our show fixed and back up. I mean, our other option is we rather change the URL, reload it up for all 3 websites, but we end up losing all of our data, like our download data, our sub data. Like it fucks us over a lot. So it's like easier just for us to try to fix iTunes. And Apple's kind of dicking us over. But it's also hurting us in lots of ways because our majority of our numbers come from iTunes. And people think we quit. We didn't quit. Clearly, we're heading towards 100. So clearly, we didn't quit. You can also find it on Google Play and, of course, Stitcher. I've submitted us for Spotify. I've not heard back, but Spotify, as soon as we get on there, it will be on Spotify as well. So more places to listen to us. You know, your favorite boys. So you can find our show at www.maelstromradio.com. It's also where you can find our email address. It's show@maelstromradio.com. You can email us there. Send us emails. We like that. You can also find our Discord link and our Twitter. And if, just in case you don't want to go to our website, you want to find us on Twitter, it's at Maelstrom_radio. Send us tweets. Send us loves. Send us what do you think a Stormwolf looks like. If you're an artist, contact us, find us, like email us and be like, I'm an artist, you dinguses, like hire me. We will pay you. We're poor, but we will pay you. We don't pay you in like promotion.
We won't pay you in exposure.
Yeah, we don't do that. We're not dicks. Like, we know your time is money and we're not fucking around. Of course, you can find us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Maelstrom Radio. And I've been trying to keep both iTunes and Facebook updated with what's going on with iTunes and like with the show and stuff like that, so that Facebook gets some love and traction. And of course, you can find us here on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/Maelstrom Radio. You know, we love it that you show up here and hang out with us live on Fridays. Next week, I have no idea what the fuck's going on, but it's gonna happen. So I don't know. I have nothing planned for next week, but something will happen. But show 100, come out for that one. That one's gonna be the one. Just saying, like, for reals. For reals. That'll be
episode number 1 again.
Yeah, oh no.
It'll just reset everything.
Like the Omni Crisis, like
it's gonna set the bar for Maelstrom Radio.
Oh god, episode 1. That'd be real fucked. No, that'd be real fucked if I just replayed episode 1. Episode 100.
So disappointing that we didn't start this whole thing on April 1st.
Oh, so I know.
Would have been great anniversary shows.
That would have been God, it would have been great. Would have been great. We didn't think that far ahead. Because we didn't start off with the idea of like, we started off not with humble beginnings, like, hey, let's be a legitimate news source and do things. But then everybody else was doing news, and it was like, well, then I snapped live on the show. What were we doing? We were reading some live letter, and I think we were like 3 pages deep into notes, fucking producer live letter notes, and I think I snapped. I legitimately snapped, and I think I remember screaming into my mic like, who the fuck cares? And legitimately people in chat said, you're right, who the fuck cares? like honestly, like, really, we you know, I filtered this out because I only wanted to talk about the most important things, because everything else, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. You guys are gonna read it, you're gonna listen to Mr. Happy or Phoenix Down or LBR, I guess, but it doesn't matter. We want us to be the fun show. We want us to discuss and talk to the community but you know, every once in a while we got to do this, but you know, we love you all. Thank you for coming out. So I got nothing else. Shin, you got anything else?
Got nothing else.
You want to go play some Final Fantasy after this?
Yeah, we gotta continue the week-long adventures.
I don't know what week-long adventures.
Did you not remember this is from last weekend? It's the weekend of hair harnesses and high places.
I'm interested in that hair harness. I know what's going on there. That sounds fun.
Hair from the heaven on high, harnesses from Eureka, and high places Vanya Tower.
Oh. Less fun. Fun, but less fun.
I mean, you can interpret it however the hell you want.
Safe for its pineapple. All right, and that's it. Shouldn't say goodbye to everybody. Did I break you on that? Did I break you on that?
Pineapple.
I think that's his goodbye. It's not easy playing the straight man on whatever this is.
Pineapple goes good on pizza, damn it.
Uh-oh, you're gonna piss off. All right. Oh Jesus. Just breaking everything. Just get us out of here. Just blow us out of the water. Thank you for joining us for episode 90 of Maelstrom Radio. We're 10 episodes away, like I said already. Please focus on episode 100. We have the plan in place. It is going to be the most organized, pre-thought out show for many reasons. It is everything you love about us And I don't know how long of an episode, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. Of course, I want to thank Shin. I want to thank Dylan, for helping us out as always. And of course, Stormwolves. Till sea swallows all. Keep listening.
Maelstrom Radio is a production of MaelstromRadio.com, Blackfire Media Productions. Final Fantasy XIV and Eorzea are trademarks of Square Enix. Opening theme provided by Benjamin Anthony James. You can find more of their music over at SoundCloud.com/Ben773. Our outro is provided by Sodo. You can find more of their music over at SoundCloud.com/Sodo. Views and opinions expressed on this episode are those of Maelstrom Radio and their host, and do not reflect the views and opinions of Square Enix. And until sea swallows all, keep listening.